Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. You've already seen the title, so go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Help YouTube spread it throughout the platform. This is really, really good news. So USCIS has decided to avoid furloughing their employees. They were set to furlough over 13,000 of their employees, about 70% of their workforce, on August 30th. Originally, it was supposed to be August 3rd, then they postponed it to the end of August, but they have sent an email out to their employees notifying them that they are not going to move forward with the upcoming furloughs on Sunday the 30th. So everyone can take a deep breath, a sigh of relief. They will not be moving forward with furloughing their employees. This is great, great news for the immigration system. There won't be this substantial increase in the backlogs of processing these cases. These employees will get to keep their jobs, won't have to worry about applying for unemployment. So CBS News put out an article regarding this information. In a message to employees obtained by CBS News, the USCIS Deputy Director of Policy said that the agency is going to avoid furloughing the 70% of their workforce next week because the financial situation of USCIS has, quote, improved somewhat since the spring. So to give you a brief recap, USCIS is a fee-funded agency. They obtain their funding, their money, to pay their employees through the application filing fees. So whenever an applicant submits an application or a petition to USCIS, they submit a filing fee with that, and USCIS uses those filing fees to pay for everything, pay for their employees, pay for the agency's expenses, right? And most of the time, they experience a surplus. They always have more money than they spend each year. However, according to USCIS, due to coronavirus, due to COVID-19, they have seen substantial decrease in the number of petitions and applications submitted, and therefore a substantial decrease in the filing fees that they were receiving that were used to pay their employees and pay for their expenses, pay for the printing of the documents, the EADs, the green cards that they were outsourcing, right? So due to coronavirus, USCIS announced that they were in this huge financial crisis, a budget crisis. They were asking Congress for a $1.2 billion bailout. And in return, they agreed to increase their filing fees as well as add a 10% surcharge to those filing fees should they get the requested bailout from Congress. So they have been going back and forth with Congress for a while now. USCIS announced that they were going to end the fiscal year 2020 with a $571 million deficit, and that's why they needed the bailout. And in addition to ending with the $571 million deficit, USCIS announced that they anticipated furloughing their employees in the middle of the summer. It kept getting pushed. It was pushed to August 3rd. Once this information got to the Senate Appropriations Committee, Senator Leahy called them out and wrote a letter to USCIS saying, look, you said that you had a $571 million deficit. We're actually seeing that you are projected to end with a surplus at the end of the fiscal year. You have plenty of money to pay your employees until the end of the year. There's no reason why you should furlough your employees, 2/3 of your employees, if you are ending with a surplus. Then once that news came out, we saw that USCIS had announced that they would postpone their furloughs from August 3rd to August 30th as some more money was coming in, but it still didn't solve their financial issues. The House actually passed a bill recently and actually proposed what was called a stopgap to help USCIS increase their funds and suggested that they offer premium processing to a wider variety of petitions as well as increase the filing fee for premium processing. So that passed the House recently, a few days ago actually, and it still needed to get through the Senate. Once again, CBS has announced in an article that USCIS notified their employees that they are going to avoid furloughs yet again and will not be furloughing their employees at the end of August. We don't know right now if it's being postponed again to a later date or if it's being avoided altogether. They're saying that their finances have improved somewhat, but we'll see exactly what's going on. The really, really good news is that these employees can, take a deep breath. They will not be furloughed at the end of this month. So that is great, great news for everyone. As far as everything else goes, the filing fees are still going to increase October 2nd, so definitely be prepared for that. They have announced that they will be avoiding the furloughs, but yet they are still projecting a budget shortfall heading into fiscal year 2021, and they still need Congress to act quickly regarding a long-term solution. What's the pattern we're seeing here? USCIS is saying that they're running out of money. They need a bailout from Congress. If they don't get the bailout from Congress, they're going to furlough these employees, lay off over 13,000 USCIS employees, right? So that was announced, and after seeing pushback, postponed the furlough date, right? And they postponed it again. Okay, now they're saying that they're avoiding it, but they still need the bailout from Congress, and that Congress needs to act quickly because who knows what's going to happen in the future. Something's a little fishy here, right? So anyways, those are just some thoughts, but the good news is they're not going to be furloughed on Sunday. So I just wanted to bring that information to you so everyone can take a deep breath, even if it is temporarily, even if it's just for a moment. At least we know that everything is going to continue with respect to the processing of applications as it has been going, and it's not going to be delayed even more. So once again, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up to spread this news throughout the platform. Also, make sure you are subscribed with your post notifications turned on. Join the D'Angelo family so you can stay up to date with the most recent immigration updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.